What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Hope you're all good. Hope you've had a good week learning, making money, taking trades, whatever it may be. But I hope it's been a productive week for you all, learning as it has been for me. So yeah, after last week, I had a thought about my first ever video. I know it wasn't the greatest. The video editing wasn't the greatest, probably. The thumbnail wasn't the greatest. I'm not really sure but what I'm doing, but obviously I'm just learning as I go. So yeah, so after obviously I watched it back just to see how I thought it was would be portrayed, how it would come across to you guys, with trying to show you trades and what I'm learning and everything all in one. I know it was like the first one, so it was always going to be longer and a bit complicated, but I had a thought, and basically I think it's probably best if I try and keep the trade side of things, what trades I'm looking at, what trades I'm taking, the week from what's happened from the week before, from what's happened to this current the upcoming week, keeping that, and then like the learning side of things completely separate. So my plan is to have these weekly sessions on a Sunday, which will show you what's happened in the previous week, what I'm looking at in the upcoming week, which also gives you guys a little bit of a chance to have a look at those possible trades if you want to enter them, or to keep an eye on them. But then also doing that on a Sunday and any other little tiny bits, but then also having my Tuesday videos, which will be called Tutorial Tuesdays. So that's what they'll be called, like another side bit. And that'll be basically showing you what I'm learning, how I've learned it, obviously me telling you guys what it is, what I've learned, and then doing them weekly, as well as the ones on the Sunday/Monday. Hopefully that'll sort of keep the videos shorter, more informative, not long and boring. Like I don't want to have long boring videos that no one's going to watch. So yeah, that's my plan for now, and hopefully that'll work a little bit better than the last video. So keep an eye out for that on Tuesday. That will be dropping hopefully like, I don't know, 4 or 5 o'clock, hopefully. Depends on how quickly it takes to upload. So yeah, that's the start. I also thought as well, I didn't introduce myself last week, so I didn't I told you obviously what my plan is and how I wanted to start trading, but I didn't actually tell you about myself. So my name is Callum. I'm 24 years old. I'm 25 in December. I currently live in Leicestershire in England, in UK, for anyone who doesn't live in the UK. And yeah, so I've lived here my whole life, obviously. And yeah, I currently have a 9 to 5. I do 6:30 till 3 at a company that manufactures machinery for quarries and aggregate sort of stuff. So it's an okay job. I don't mind it. It's not like an awful job that I hate. So it's actually all right, but obviously it's not at the moment like a be all end all want to do it forever job. Like I don't know who wants to be working a 9 to 5 for 40 plus years. Like I've been doing it for 8 years, and I'm already trying to find ways to get out of this. Why I've come up with this trading, because it's like the next thing that I want to properly have a go at and hopefully be successful at it. So yeah, that's me. If you've got any more questions for me, drop them down below in the comments, and obviously I'll always let you know and respond to those as much as I can, or as many as I can. So yeah, let's start with the previous week. So we only took one trade. The ones that I was looking at didn't quite set up. And to be honest, the one I did take, I took way too early. I jumped the gun because I thought it was the right time, but it wasn't, and I'm still waiting for any sort of proper movement on it. But obviously I'll show all this in a minute. So yeah, I only took one trade from Monday, and I'm still holding it now because it's not moved at all. It's in profit, but literally nothing. And all the other trades that I looked at were all just not giving that indication that it was either going to drop or go up. They're not in there, they're not ready to have the trades entered. So I'm still looking at those this week. Some of them have set up really nice. I think I have missed 2 possible trades, which I'll show you as well, which have dropped and taking that downturn to the downside, which I missed on Friday, I believe. So yeah, we'll take a look at those as well. And then for the upcoming week, like I say, I've got a couple of new trades that I've looked at over the weekend, and then also the ones that I was hoping to take last week but didn't quite set up in last week's time frame. So I'm hoping, cross my fingers, that this week they will be ready and set up nicely to take the trade. So I'm hoping not all come at the same time, because obviously then I'll have like 3, 4, possibly 5 trades open. I don't want that. I realistically don't want any more than 3 open, because obviously you've got your margin, and I don't want to be having too many open in one go. So yeah, we'll take a look at that in a sec. And I don't think there's anything else. I've obviously been learning still, watching more videos, keep an eye on the trades, but obviously, like I said, I'm going to start doing the videos that I'm learning, what I'm learning in the videos on a Tuesday. So keep your eye out for that. Keep your eyes out for these videos dropping either on a Sunday or a Monday, with what I'm looking at and what sort of come in and anything else. And if you have anything you want me to go through, want me to take a look at, or just, I don't know, give me some information, let me know down below, and I'll always be willing to either help or take any advice on board, because you need information, you need to learn and gain experience one way or another in this trading industry. So yeah, right, let's get to the chart. So here we are back on TradingView, looking at the charts. So what we'll do is we'll start off with the one trade that I took last week on Monday, and then we'll flip over to the upcoming week, looking at some of the trades that we looked at last week, hoping that they play out this week, and also a couple others that I picked up over the weekend. So starting with this Euro CHF, as you can see, we've got a downward trend. You would have seen this last week, so I know I'm going over it, but just so everyone is aware, we're on a downward trend here. Let's just change it to the day time frame. We're on a downward trend here, which is then starts to form a bearish pennant, as you can see. And I entered the market exactly there on that line, that price. And yeah, as you can see, over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then obviously there's today, over the last week, it's not really moved that much as I would have thought originally. So the reason why I got in at this point was because of this candlestick right here, engulfing candlestick, which to me was highlighting that it was gonna drop to the downside, which I was sort of expecting from a bearish pennant. And then we've got the green pennant, this the green candlestick here, which originally when I took the trade was red, which was a red candle going down. Obviously it's gone into it's gone to draw down, it's gone backwards slightly, but it just seems like it's hovering around this area and is not dropping. If we drop down to the, no, sorry, let's just stay. What I didn't also notice as well, we drop down to the 4 hour. We also have a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So we have the head and shoulders forming as well, which I didn't notice at the start, which is also it's good for me, because it's also another identifying that it's another reason for that it's going to go to the downside. So again, it's patience with this one, I believe, which is why I left it. I didn't bother closing it out in the little profit that it is. In fact, I will just show you now what it's currently running in. So it is currently running at, there you go, So it's currently running what's like £26 profit. It's not really took off or gone down as I would have originally thought, but patience. We're not in to rush this. We're just hoping that it will drop. But yeah, so if we come down to the 4 hour, and then I'll go down to the 1 hour, I believe it was. But the reason why I took this was, as you can see, it's hit this line. It's come down. Then we've had a engulfing candlestick there, another strong candlestick to the downside. Then, like I said, this green candlestick just in here was red when I took the trade. Obviously, it's flipped, but it was red, and it was to the downside. So, yeah, it's not gone quite exactly as I probably should have waited till we had like proper confirmation that it is dropping. It is dropping slowly, but I've got my only fear with this one is this line here, which is obviously an area of interest, and which these are coming down to and rejecting back up. So I am a little bit concerned that this may come to this line and possibly go back up. Who knows? Obviously, like I said, we're in favour with having this bearish pennant coming from a downtrend with the head and shoulder, well, what looks like a head and shoulders to me. I know they're not meant to be always perfect, so what looks like head and shoulders to me as well. And yeah, it's all adding up for reasons that it will go, but I don't know, with how stagnant it's been, I'm not 100% sure, but I guess that's part of experience and learning that it's not always just going to play out straight away or in the first couple of days that you're expecting it to. Like I said, I do feel last week was a slow week. Like I said, we'll look at the other trades in a moment, but none of them really moved a massive amount. Only 2, I think, did on the Friday, but none really moved a massive amount. There wasn't no big gains, and I don't know if that's off the back of the election the week before, and the market's just trying to steady themselves out again. I don't know. Obviously, I'm no expert, but yeah, that's where we are at the minute. Like I say, it's in £26 profit, whatever it is at the moment, but I'm still pretty confident with that, and I've just left it to be. It's set and forget, as Alex G says. Let it just play out. I've got my risk reward there. I've got my 2-to-1 risk reward. I've got my 2% risk. It's fine. I just let it play out however it does. So that was the only one that I took last week. We'll also have a look at the others. So starting off with, so this is the one that I believe I missed. So we'll go through these. So as you can see, we've got so here we have the British pound, Japanese yen, and as you can see, we've got a rising wedge, steep incline, then starts to slow down. We've had a trade on a similar layout like this with a rising wedge. So as you can see, strong bullish market, then starts to slow down, still price increasing, but starts to slow down, waiting for it to drop off. And as you can see, on Friday, I completely missed it. When you go down into the different time frames, missed this bullish here, missed this bullish. Fucking clever. Yeah, so as we go down into the lower time frames, we'll go to 4 first. Again, engulfing candlestick there, completely missed it. And the 1 hour, we'll go to the 1 hour, engulfing candlestick, all to the downside, all the way down, and I completely missed it. This was even down to the half hour. As you can see, this is what I was waiting for, and I missed it. So quite annoyed with this one because I think it will still go a lot further down. But yeah, so we missed that one, and is it this one as well? Yeah, and then this one as well. So this is the same. We'll be waiting all week. It started to consolidate in this area here, as it has done previously at the top of the wedge, and then we missed the engulfing candlestick to the downside, which obviously is a bit frustrating because let's just say, what was that? It was morning, yeah. It doesn't. I'm not saying that having a 9 to 5 or a 6 till 3, what mine is, or whatever anyone works. Let's just say the conventional 9 till 5. I'm not saying that that restricts your time that you can look at the markets, but it doesn't help when, let's say, for instance, I get up at 5:30 and I'm at work for 6:30. I've not had any time before work to have a look at the markets. Then I only really have a look next at lunch, which I would have missed this. If I don't have a look at lunch at around 12ish or 1ish, then I'm not going to look until after work at like 4 or half 3, 4 o'clock, which is then I've already missed this. These engulfing candlesticks, the downside. So I'm not using it as an excuse that I'm the reasons why I've missed this. I should have been looking out for it, because it doesn't take 2 minutes to have a look at what's happening in the markets. But I definitely think that has made me realise I need, especially on the trades I'm looking at, I've got to keep an eye out for those candlesticks that identifies that now it's time to enter. Which my video on Tuesday is about candlesticks and the candlestick patterns and movements, etc. So make sure you go and check it out. So yeah, they're the two that I missed last week that I still think I could probably still enter them and push them down, and they will push down further, but we're not gonna make unnecessary judgment calls and have FOMO, because I think it's going to drop further. So I'm going to jump in because there's a possibility it still could push to the upside, because if we look across, there is some area of interest there, or support, which, you know, this has all come down there and push back up, so it could go back up. But yeah, I'm a bit annoyed with those two. Anyway, now looking at the upcoming week. So we have this beautiful head and shoulders pattern playing out at the moment. So as you can see on this one, we have got the left shoulder, head, right shoulder forming. So what I'm waiting for here is this shoulder to this right shoulder just to come back down, break through, retest and come down. Now this is on the 4-hour time frame, so I'm hoping that with this one it is going to come at some point this week. As long as this still heads to the downside, and as long as we are still bearish, breaks through the line of support, retests, then I'm favourable with this one big time. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on this one. It seems to be forming quite nicely on the daily and weekly time frames. So we'll keep an eye on that one. That's definitely one. That's Euro AUD. If anyone wants to go check that out and see if they're interested in getting into that trade as well. So yeah, let's have a look at the next one. We've got the Euro CAD. Again, this is playing out at the moment exactly how I expected. So we've got what could be a triple tops with strong area of support, strong area of resistance, up down, several touches on both top and bottom, and then as of last week it broke through. I mean, I did have a trade here at the top, but we could have hung on to that and we could have made a lot of money. What did I had a 1 to 2 risk reward. I mean, you could have had, even all the way down to there, you could have had a 1 to 11, even just a 1 to 10 risk reward. That could have been massive. But obviously you don't know it's going to do that at the time. And I do want to try and stick to my 1 to 2.5 risk reward. So yeah, it's broke all the way down, broke through this now line of support. It's touched this other area of interest, which has had several touches in the past, and now pushing back up to this, which it has almost touched. So I'm going to keep an eye on it to make sure that if it's keep an eye on whether it's going to go continue up and fully hit this line area of interest, or whether it's with this, it's almost touched it, so it's going to start pushing down to the downside. So yeah, this is definitely one that I'm hoping this week is going to be possibly, I think it's probably Tuesday we'll enter this one, or Monday. But obviously, as I mentioned before, you don't want to be getting in trades outside of the main windows of the London and the New York markets, so which are basically between 8 o'clock in the morning UK time and 8 o'clock in the evening UK time. So I don't want to be entering trades outside of those two markets. So yeah, hopefully, I'd like to hope this plays out tomorrow or Tuesday, and then I think I'm hoping it'll have a good push down to this area of support here, which has had several touches previously as well. So yeah, that's a very, very strong contender for this upcoming week, which is the Euro CAD. Next up is the GBP CAD. Again, another one this is a new one that I spotted over the weekend. This has got we've got a strong, let's have a look, we've got a strong bullish market up to the upside. Let's get it all in camera there. So as you can see, we've got a strong bullish market to the upside. Then I noticed it's reached this top here. We've got, which as you can see, we've got a double tops. It's come down, tested these. I know it has broke through slightly, but it also gives me indication that we've got, as you can see, we've got higher highs, high lows, higher high, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low. Then we haven't got a higher high again. It's the same high, and the higher low is now a new lower high because it's now broke that the last higher low. So I'm looking at this to maybe go up again slightly, and if it doesn't go up obviously past the previous higher high in the bullish market, then I'm going to look for this to then start to come down to the downside. We've also got as well this candlestick pattern here, which off the top of my head I cannot remember, but it is, I've got it here, it is the tweezer top. So it's basically where the candles are basically the same height, which are basically the same height, and which is a bearish reversal pattern at the top of a bullish market. So we've got bullish market, I'm just basically making a checklist of reasons why I should why I should be looking at this trade, why I think it will be coming to the downside. And the more points you get, the more percentage reasoning that out of 100 that it's the right trade to be getting into or to be looking at. So as I say, bullish market, which has then had a double tops, which is a bearish reversal. We've got this, which is the tweezer top, which is a bearish reversal. We've also now got a new, we've not got a new higher high and a new higher low. We've now got a lower high, which then will start forming new lower highs and lower lows. So yeah, I'm going to be hopefully looking at that one in the next couple of days as well. Keep an eye for that one. That's British pound against the Canadian dollar. Then we have this is I'm not sure about this one. So I think I mentioned this one last week as well. So this is the USD Japanese yen. We're looking at a big. This is the day time frames, and this head and shoulders is massive if it does occur. So, which then may mean that the trade to the downside is even bigger. Who knows? But yeah, if you see here in this day time frame, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, all come down to this area of interest here, or area of support. So I'm hoping, or I'm waiting for this to play back down and break through, but I think it's going to be, this one is one that's going to play out in even like 1 to 2, possibly 3 weeks maybe. I don't know. I think it's going to be a little bit. So yeah, that's the one to keep an eye out, but I don't think that one's going to be coming up anytime soon. And then last one is, oh no, this is another one that I missed. So yeah, again, strong bullish market. Then we've got a bearish pennant. A bullish pennant even. No. Yeah, bearish pennant. Started to slow down, which is the rising wedge. So we're hoping for this to drop off, and it started, so I presume that will go to the downside. The reason why I'm not going to get into the trade even though it's playing out is because I don't want to start having that FOMO of seeing a trade or seeing the market trend going in a certain way and thinking that I've got to get into it, because I don't want that. I want to make sure that I'm getting in at the right points, getting out at the right points, and not putting anything more at risk than I need to. It's all about strategy. It's all about having the right risk management, and that's why I'm not bothering with it, because I think this is going to go play down quite a bit. It's a bearish continuation pattern, and I'll probably missed out on me. I know I'm trading on obviously a demo account, but I'm trying to flip it and make it real, make money on it, essentially, to show that I know what I'm doing, or to get confident with knowing what I'm doing. But yeah, so it's one of them. There'll be more trades that come up in the market. So that's what we've got for this week. Let me know if you've got any that you're also looking out on, because I'm sure there's more. I've not gone through every single market over the weekend, but obviously I've gone through some of them and spotted these few. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. And like I say, I've got the video coming out on Tuesday, and there'll be training videos or what I'm learning videos every Tuesday, and then these ones on a Sunday, just reflecting on the week before and week upcoming. Hopefully other things as well along the way, but it's basically just documenting my journey and what's happening in the week. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy the videos or you follow along. I'll be posting, like if I enter any trades, I'll be posting them on my Instagram. So go check that out, follow that. It's just Callum FX _ I believe, or I'll put it down below. But yeah, that's where I'm going to be showing when I enter trades and updates on trades and when I come out of trades. So that's probably the best place to go if you are interested in the trades I'm looking at and a bit confused on when to enter. But remember guys, it's all about strategy, the correct risk reward, and the correct risk management to make sure that you are not getting all panicky and stressing over your money, because once you start having that mentality of stressing and worrying, that's when it all goes wrong. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the videos. If you do, give me a like and subscribe, because yeah, it's hard starting new, and I'm just learning at the moment. So if you have any tips as well, as I've said before, put them down below. Give me some advice, any tips on trading or videos and everything all together. And yeah, I will see you next week for the same thing.